Hello, you're welcome to my 12th recording of my project at Quantum Analytics, June 2022 cohort. Now, this data set is talking about the Bitcoin historical data of aka BTC. This shows how the journey began in 2011 when a group of people decided to have virtual money. This is my understanding of what happened and the journey so far. So we know that the total number of volume of BTC traded were 33.69 million, that means units, and a total volume of 150 billion dollars. Sorry. Okay. Um, I can see that this is the trend of how much money had been coming in. You can see that at when they began, the numbers were very low. Then it actually jumped up. They've had the best years in 2018 and 2021. These are the volumes. We can see that as they started increasing, the volumes started increasing, the money also started increasing, except for 2021, where there was a dip in the volumes, but that doesn't mean there was an increase in the in the money spent. It means that the demand had actually gotten higher, so prices had gotten higher. So you can actually see the laws of demand and supply playing out here. What we have in this particular chart is the gains per year. So we see how people were cashing out and making money from the process. You can actually see here that 2019 and 2020 had the most interesting analysis because no money was actually made in the first few years. So I think I can say the first 7 to 8 years was more of a waiting game. You can see a lot of activity that happened between 2019 and 2021, which explains the trends had changed. This was also during COVID, and also about Web3 and lots of development going on in the internet space. So let's look at, we have slices here per year to enable us to see what was actually interested. For the sake of this analysis, I would look at the low, the mid, and the high. So we'll take the low here. How did they start? So they started with in 2011, just a volume of 95 BTCs were traded at the price of 425,000. We can actually see here that it they started slow and it was very modest. Then okay, yes, that's it. 425. Weighted price was $17. So it started slow. The currency sold was 425. They sold 95. They opened at this price, they closed at this price. So it wasn't as if any much activity happened here. So let's take our mid 2015. We can see in 2015 they had actually 5.53 billion TCC sold to 1.55 billion. You see, the numbers have started going up, the traction started going up, adoption rate had increased. If you look at it, it just didn't turn a wildfire overnight. It actually started building momentum. There was lots of aggressive marketing. I remember when I had the website and a lot of people were marketing me that why not collect your payments in Bitcoin. So you could see that actually there was actually client acquisition. A lot of things happened behind closed doors, but we're not aware of before it became a trend and a fad. So you can see here, 895. Okay. Now, I'd like to see in our waterfall, we saw that there was a lot of movement between 2018, 2019, 2020. So let's see what happened in 2018. Similar to 2015, 2018, similar to 2015. In 2019, in 2020. So a lot of people cashed out in 2020. That was why we had so much noise and about what actually happened in Bitcoin. Okay, I have 2021. So activity actually happened between 2020 and 2021. So let's go back to the waterfall. You can actually see here that 2020 is interesting. That is where the highest volume was sold, highest volume, the most amount of a good amount of money. Also in 2021, $35 billion, and that's a huge amount of money. So let's have a look at another slider, which is about the price. The initial price entry was the lowest price it sold was 360, and it sold at $61,000 per unit per unit. But let's see what happens. When it was at 62, so let's see here. Okay. When it was at $12,000 per unit, you see, this was what was sold 2017. It sold at 12,000 at 2017 to 20 between that period from here, 12,000 to 61,000. Okay. We can see the trend. So that was I can see that 12 they didn't start making money. They made the money from around this 2017. That was when the action actually happened. That's an interesting insight. So let's continue sliding the prices. You see, the number started increasing when it was at 18,000. You can see that gains were beginning to be made, which was very interesting. So you can show that it was actually between this year, 2017, 2018, that action actually really happened in the Bitcoin. So the early days were just so everybody really invested their time and their effort and their dreams and their beliefs. So Bitcoin is not a fad. So what is my own point of view on Bitcoin? I believe that yes, Bitcoin is still going to stay around. It is virtual money, and very soon we'll be paid in BTC. Thank you very much. And I want to thank Quantum Analytics for giving me insight into data cleaning and data analyzing. The visualization tool for this particular recording is Power BI. Thank you.